They are winning the toss, selecting to bat first. Marco Jansen, Andrik Nokia. We've got two lefties who come out for the first time. It's the only sort of concern for Team India. Over the last few months, that's the only spot that's been a sort of a musical chairs sort of a situation. Had Shubman Gill opening the batting, then Sanju came in. Now I think they've sort of frozen on Ishan Kishan, top 8 with 6 left-handers. It's too
time throughout the order. I think that's garbage. There he is. Terrific form. Ngidi has an excellent slow.
From the South African perspective as well, Nick, considering they're playing 3 games out in Ahmedabad, pretty similar conditions, west of the country, red soil surface, which you'll get.
You either stick to your strengths, and when you look at the strengths of Aiden, what a shot, what an opening, dismissed, goes all the way, first boundary 6 of the innings, and there's going to be plenty more.
There's just confidence written all over that shot.
Left-hander. It's exactly what he does, but he gets a little too tight, and that is the problem.
It doesn't matter where the fielders are positioned for Ishan Kishan. A little bit of swing on offer for Ngidi. As far as India are concerned, is Marco Jansen.
See what he's trying to do. Over pitch, and you get belted back over your head. One bounce for Ishan Kishan will not let you get away with anything slightly loose. 21 without loss. Attack.
And I think there was this theory floating around where you would...
There he goes again. Vacant leg side, just picked up, dispatched. And if it's not Lungi Ngidi that gets hit out of the ground, it is Kagiso Rabada.
Wow. Form is such a beautiful thing.
Boshed back over Bosch's head. And this time just one bounce. Corbin Bosch is a very useful performer. Been seen in the IPL last year. But he's treated with disdain. This time it's Abhishek. Wonderful, beautiful ball striking. The very best of Abhishek Sharma. Now he's joining in the fun, and India are beginning to motor on.
That's about the time that the Kookaburra ball stops swinging, stops doing much of the seam.
That's where he has to be, and even that will fly away off the outside edge.
That lucky there, Abhishek Sharma, but...
That's where he has to bowl. Now they're not quite going to carry. Good work in the deep. That is the length. He pretty much... That
nicely for the middle overs.
Excellent. Terrific comeback. Perfect length. A few problems.
Game of this group. Whoever wins that.
Well, this is the... And the ball keeps going further and further. Nokia just welcomed with a little nonchalant clip over deep extra cover. Now he's beginning to motor.
50 partnership, and the 50 comes up for India.
Nokia, look at that. They don't need him, do they?
Him.
Gone a long way. Biggest of the night so far. Just helped on its way. 6 more to Ishan Kishan.
And that's the thing with pace. It's a double-edged sword. Ishan Kishan did not even bother giving...
Get hit over your head, but you bowl a Yorker just for the last 2 or 3. I don't know, it's not easy. It clearly is not easy. But if you continue to bowl in that line and length, that will continue to happen, and that is the problem.
incredible exhibition of skill on display from Ishan Kishan. Pace once again from Nokia.
In fact, quite a bit hotter, the pitches are more used, there's more... Belted, absolutely belted with disdain. He did go for the Yorker, he hasn't got any cover. That is the problem. No cover back for that ball. Again, maybe a little bit of mixed messaging between bowler and captain.
Yeah, Ishan Kishan was almost waiting for that full one at
Time. Oh well, would you believe it? It's not going for Nokia, but it is for Ishan Kishan. He can't quite believe it. It goes for 6, he goes to 47. Unbelievable, 5 overs, 73.
Quena Mafaka, what have you got? You know what Abhishek Sharma's got, but Ishan Kishan this evening's got that even better.
Yeah, he's just had a go, hasn't he? I just feel they really relish off that pace on. You really almost have to take a lot of pace off to these guys. They are behind square, and if you over...
Kishan, a rare dot ball. And another one which he didn't have much clue of.
And there we go again. Kishan in the slot says thank you very much. Quena Mapaka, welcome to India.
Back from the Wilderment and ready for the World Cup. Ishan
Himself up a little bit, and he can just swing through
for a drink. Tilak Verma. We'll be focusing on him. Spent a few weeks away from Furt, went in for a surgery. Does not waste much time. There's no man out there in the deep, not maybe enough for it to go all the way. There's a fielder drags.
as he walked out to bat. You know, everybody else kind of took a ball or two, just absolutely perfect timing in every...
Still time for the span of time, Tilak Verma. You remember the tour that he made, very complete T20 package.
Groin injury is also always tough to come back from. They break that spell, and that's what Ngidi's...
Loads and loads of fast bowling options. The end of last year, a couple of days back, he played for India A against the USA. Is maybe a ball to see how the conditions are, and then so otherwise you get this for the first time this evening. Economy of 7 points. Wrist spinners still like to look at the wickets, but with fingers, if you had the man at long on.
You know, left arm spin to a left-handed batter, just feel break. There you go. Spinning into you, it doesn't matter where it's spinning from, it's spinning out of the ground. Tilak Verma, he gets his first 6 of the evening.
Backward point.
That's it, George.
He's done it again, that's a good length. Emma Parker, that's a better length. It just doesn't...
Misses out on that occasion. Dot ball to end the 8th. It's been very different for Surya Kumar Yadav. Absolute runs this year in... Surya loves to take on that angle. Couple of men converging, and they'll watch the ball sail over. Game on, ready for the contest, says Surya Kumar Yadav.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Shuffles across, shorter, sharper. This should be a good contest.
Oh, the ball is travelling, he's gone for 30. Shot. Absolutely bludgeoned. This is aggressive batting at its absolute best from India. The pace, it does not matter of Nokia. He's gone 43 in his 1.5.
Is there another one? This is sailing over the ropes into the hospitality section. They've taken very good care of the scoreboard, the Indian batters tonight. Wanted to go for a big wild slog. Gets an inside edge. Goes over the fine leg boundary. Intention's pretty clear.
There is
a point to prove.
Makes a whole lot of room for himself and dispatches that ball into the point region for the second boundary of this over. Markram finishes having conceded 30. That's just right now for this warm-up game. It's the second time. The second time in this innings. It's the inside edge that's been kept busy. One against Markram, now against Jansen. That's how Surya Kumar Yadav has decided to welcome the busiest man in Mumbai this evening, Nick Knight. Hands out. A lot of power generated, beats the fielder and still has enough to go past the boundary.
Whatever length they bowl at the moment, they're being dispatched. It reminds me a little bit, I can't know if you can remember it, but this time last year, a little bit earlier than this time last year, England
knocks him over. That's clipped the leg stump. It's taken everyone by surprise. Tilak Verma, ball round his legs. There's a yorker that lands literally at the root of the leg stump. Into the middle. He's somebody who does that very well too. Slowed it down, but Akshar Patel had enough time to read it and dispatch it.
Lovely swing of the bat, sweet as you like. Lovely sound off the bat too. Beautiful timing. It was a big...
Loves that area. Absolutely loves it. It's a pickup shot that is very, very trendy. You spend much time trying to... Shuffles across, but there's enough time for the fielder to settle under it. No mistake this time around.
I think that was the slower ball, a slower ball with perhaps a little bit of width and the length that he couldn't quite seize on. Surya Kumar Yadav.
Waited for the batter, saw him come out. For the third time, there's an edge that's gone to the boundary. Back in the attack. Rinku Singh does not waste a moment. The blink of an eye, there's another one that's travelled over the boundary.
It's classic Rinku, isn't it? Remember being on commentary a couple of times when he's just blasted the ball to all parts, in particular that shot. Very...
And if you are then defending a total with a lot of...
Those reasons. Well, things are definitely going the way of the men in blue tonight. They've had a number of edges that have gone quickly. It is that sort of surface as well. Rabada this time...
And an uppercut this time. Watched it right till the end. And she's sailed over the third man region.
That's got to be something that South Africa look at. How many runs have been scored behind?
Doesn't go the distance. Tristan Stubbs makes no mistake, and Rinku Singh's innings comes to an end. First wicket for Andrik Nokia.
Yeah, it's not how you start, but how you...
Hardik Pandya. And one hand is all he needs to clear the boundary. First ball 6 for the swashbuckling all-rounder.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Start posted. There he goes once again. Hardik Pandya. It's just too easy at the moment for him. Second 6 in 3 balls.
Yeah, let's just sit back and admire the shot.
Beautiful. Akshar Patel flaying his hands at that one and gets the desired power. Bit of a release shot for Akshar.
Incredible hands this by Akshar Patel. A little bit of width.
the air, an opportunity, spills it. To make matters worse, it goes to the boundary. Jason Smith, the fielder, who has shot third. Unlucky, Corbin Bosch.
It's been a tough night for the...
Makes him pay immediately, does Hardik Pandya. Yet another maximum. Flat, this one.
Absolutely imperious. Hardik Pandya at his very, very best. He looks cool, calm and considered.
Shot again. Opportunity once more. Marco Jansen coming round. Pouches it comfortably. So nice little cameo comes to an end. Not before the entertainment though.
Yep.
Hardik Pandya goes for 30. It's the final ball. Good bounce. The umpire thinks to finish. He gets away with it.
240 for 5. They really have been. It's another statement of intent. It really is from arguably, well, I think fair enough to say the favourites really going into the next month or so. They've made another. But this is exactly what Surya Kumar Yadav said at the toss. We want to put ourselves under pressure with runs to defend. They've got plenty of them, but they'll know that South Africa too have a very, very strong batting lineup like this. So this is good for them. Side 11 to bat and 11 in the field, but you can use all your resources. Now he has earned the right to be not the middle of the bat, but the middle of the hand, and Arshdeep completes what is an outstanding first over. It's not going to be Linda's night. It certainly hasn't been South Africa's quite yet, and Arshdeep is...
Sorry, South Africa 1 for 1.
Beautiful shot, excellent shot. Not an easy shot to play because Hardik will walk back thinking I didn't do a terrific amount wrong there. That's the ball he wanted to bowl. No width, back of a length. That is outstanding batting from Markram.
Possibly the only thing you can...
That's not bad either. Markram is tucking in to Hardik Pandya at the moment.
Yeah, that's how good the surface is. Once the ball stops swinging, you can just hit through the line. So pleasing to the eye is Aiden Markram.
Oh, short and gets dispatched. 6-6-6. Markram is motoring. South Africa are getting going. And Sky's just got one or two thoughts now. He's going to have a chat with his bowler. 19 from it. 20 for 1. The middle of the bat, but plenty enough of it. Just goes, I think, all the way. It's been a six fest all night, really. It really has. 19 and 14, maybe 15 for India. That's 19 sixes. And 8. Timing, and it will go for 4. Boundary fest continues. This time just a little straight, so for the first time this evening and under a little bit of pressure, India, and this is what they need as well. They need to feel this pressure and fight it. You don't see that very often. Swatted away, and swatted away with great effect. Aiden Markram is finding the boundary. He's in a lot of pain, but he continues on. 41 for 1. Oh, just enough elevation, just for a moment. I thought Rickleton had found mid-on, but the timing just about good enough. And do they need that? Absolutely. 45 for 1 now.
There's much bounce there.
That'll go all the way this time. So Harshit Rana is being harshly dealt with. And this is exactly what South Africa need to give them hope in the early overs.
Also a thing that I've seen India use.
Elevation just enough, timing good enough as well. Not the middle of the bat, but boundaries continue to flow here. And Markram is playing a very, very good hand.
Probably not his best effort tonight to the summer. 12 overs of spin, I think.
South Africa are sitting without. Oh, this is exactly what I was talking about. Fortunately for Rickleton, it is a bit of a thick inside edge, almost going between.
Slot sweep, backs himself to play that shot, and he's executed that well.
Beautiful strike this by Ryan Rickleton. Just over pitching.
Gives it a little more flight, but Rickleton goes one better. 2 sixes to finish the...
81 for 2.
Waits for the slow one. Missed it for just a moment. Tilak Verma had long off, but still had enough time to recover and accept the catch.
It's the end of Brev. SA 20, 117 in. Lovely shot, David Miller. Just leaning back on a delivery that not a lot of spin, just sliding onto the bat, so turns into a bit of a half volley for the new batter, which is so right. You know, you need.
Now India go to Varun Chakravarti. The very first ball, not a clue. Ishan Kishan will do the rest. Number 1 bowler in T20 cricket serves up some mystery on the very first ball.
4 of 21 balls. South Africa are now 90.
Curious case of Jason Smith.
Oh, I think it's out actually. A little inside edge. Yes, umpires raised his finger. It's a good catch by Ishan Kishan. Inside edge, maybe hit the foot or the pad, popped up, and he's jumped forward. And he
will have to take the long walk back to the...
Have to play it slightly differently. That is the way that he's going to have to play, even though it's the guy at the other end, because they need that and plenty more.
The previous 7 balls, I would have popped a question that he hasn't looked very comfortable against spin, but that was finger spin. This one in Chakravarti.
Yeah, he has a lot of skills, doesn't he, Varun Chakravarti? Should have probably done better there.
Makes some space, clears the front leg, and starts off the proceedings with a crisp boundary.
Yeah, hits the ball well.
The switch in his batting. The way he's smashing the ball right now, you can tell that this is not a player who bats at a strike rate of 129.
No, that's power. That's real power, because he's not really got in a position to hit that ball hard. You'll see, I think, from the replay that his body weight is all back. But
asked for some extra protection, extra cover. Gives the ball some air, and this is the fielder that's just been pushed back. Come close to the 30-yard circle and get his man. A well-planned wicket, if that's exactly what he was thinking.
Absolutely, and very...
Balls for catch it, but it rockets away from Akshar Patel.
Shivam Dube welcomed into the attack by Marco Jansen. And that's gone the distance.
This is what Marco Jansen does so well. He just clears that left leg.
Yeah, but the way this man's hitting it at the moment, he does strike a clean ball, does Marco Jansen. 150 up for... That's the biggest one of the night. Marco Jansen dispatches it into the crowd, second 6 of the over.
Well, it wasn't exactly getting a wicket now.
And there he gets his wicket. Big swing across the line, misses it completely, Marco Jansen. And Abhishek Sharma gets his second.
Yeah, just trying to cash in here, Marco Jansen. And the lesser used bowler.
High in the air, opportunity, no. Sails over Sanju Samson. The second 6 for Tristan Stubbs.
Showing all his power, Tristan Stubbs. Previous ball again, just trying to swing slightly too hard, but on this occasion... Oh, it's huge! Is it second tier? Absolutely, looked like it was going there. Absolutely massive hit. Tristan Stubbs getting into the thick of things right now.
Make that 6-6-6. Suddenly finding the middle of the bat in the last over is Tristan Stubbs.
Yeah, he moves to 44 now of 20. And possibly exactly what South Africa weapon again tonight. Playing a handy knock, getting 45 of 21.